welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 for some more multiplayer races. Now, for this set of races, the restrictions of the cars were A-class vehicles that are from 2010 or newer, so fairly modern machinery. And though they weren't allowed any engine swaps or driveline swaps either, I have gone a different route. And I think I've got a different route to everybody else here as well. I have got a Maserati Levante. Now, for some of this stuff, this might not sound all that weird. However, this set of races are tarmac only. I've got a slick-tired SUV going up against sports cars. There's MX-5, Subarus, a Veloster in there. There's a 370Z, there's a P7, this new car, I think it just came out the day we're filming this. There's an Siege, Falcon, Mustang. Basically, I've got a really odd choice here, and I don't know whether it's going to be good. I've seen this done a couple of times. We've seen some SUVs, sort of slick-tired SUVs, be quite fast in the past. I don't know whether we're going to work. It's going to work for me at all here. My concern with the thing is it's going to be too heavy and not fast enough accelerating. I mean, it's got huge slick tyres, and of course, with no conversion on the old driveline front, we will be one of a few all-wheel drive vehicles here. There are Subarus, though, that are eminently more sensible. They won't have as big as tyres as I do. They will be lighter. So they probably have more power. Or might have more power, actually. It depends on what tyres some cars have got on. Semi-slicks would also work. If I was not in an SUV, I would probably have gone semi-slicks personally. But I figure because we're £3,700 here, I know that's not the heaviest thing in the world. However, that is still quite an amount of weight going on in this class. Compared to everything else here, we will be one of the heavier cars. Yeah, I figured slicks were the way to go. There is an Siege having a little bit of a look around. Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, a Lotus probably a little bit better in terms of handling than a big Maserati. It's just a little bit too fast out of the corners. If we lose out to an Siege, then so be it. I certainly can't match that in terms of straight line speed. Can't match the Veloster either, but we will have the traction. Where we'll be able to annoy the Veloster is we will at least be fast off the slower corners. The Hyundai is going to go have a look to the outside at turn 1. That is a tough place to go round. We will try and cover as best we can. However, the Veloster will get underneath on the exit. Oh, no, we've bounced it. Oh, damn it. I am on race suspension, which is, I mean, quite stiff on this, as you can see. It's quite low, so it is actually not enjoying the bumps all too much. We are not going to be able to fight back through there. There's some street furniture pinging off the fort up ahead. Right, can we? I mean, this is the section where we'll probably be quite good. I would hope, at least. Might be able to send it to the inside on the Falcon. Thought about it. I mean, I sort of have a half a gap on it, really, there. But not quite enough. Because, yeah, I mean, we're quick through that section, but not quite quick enough. I mean, we're clear currently of the Subaru behind. The Lotus is just long gone. We can't quite match these other ones, sadly. We can certainly match them in the corners, which is fun, but it's just, yeah, there's a terrible corner by me there. We can match them in the corners if I don't drive like an idiot. And that one was a little bit too brave. Okay, can we chase down the Subaru now for a 4th place? That is the real question. Struggling with a little bit of brake locking, actually, with this one, which is not so good. Not so. I'll have to see what cars they are. The sun's reflecting over on so much there. I can barely see the cars. Oh, I think the Subaru was trying to stay out of the way. Problem was, Subaru was trying to stay out of the way. However, I was already committed. Shelby's got no grip at all. I think that's had to have a PI drop, so that'll be on funky tyres. I think that starts just into S1. So that might be on some funky tyres. Probably very fast at the bigger circuits. Not so fast here. Street furniture. Not the biggest concern when I'm in this, but I mean, it can still mess up your day, pretty much. Alright, try and carry speed through this. So this section I've got to be good at, because I've got to get away from that Shelby, pretty much. We will try to stop the car a little bit down here. We have the traction. The Shelby just can't use any of its immense power. The Veloster's got up to the lead of the race. I think the Lotus must have made a mistake somewhere, because it did have a fairly fairly sizable lead going on. But yeah, we're a long way out of that battle. It is a little mistake. Let's say a couple of little mistakes from me did actually drop me back. It was here last lap around. Oh, got a bit too much understeer. Damn it, thought I'd done that one better this time around. The answer to that was no. So we may be under threat from the Subaru at some point here. We will be a little bit careful over that crest. One more lap to go. Can we fend off? We can't catch the top three. They're gone. They're not really in the equation for us. I mean, the slightly concerning bit is one of the tracks that my car should be stronger at. And if we're not in the equation here, I doubt we are going to be anywhere, or not really in the top three anywhere. However, oh, damn it, overdrove it a little bit. Subaru is going to potentially get an overlap. I'm going to expect it to run a little too deep through here. It actually did a good job getting that one stopped. I was trying to cut underneath it, but not quite able to. We will hopefully carry some speed through this section, but I'm not close enough to have a dive. However, we do get a better line through there. We've got a good exit. We are all over the back of the Subaru now. I'm going to try and pressure into a mistake. Hit the curb on the outside. Suspension's too. I don't actually think I wanted race suspension on this. I thought it would be fun to try and make it like full race spec essentially, but I don't think I wanted race suspension on this. While it might stop some of the wallowing, it actually makes it so bad over bumps and curbs. I think I made a mistake there. Again, I did that corner well the first couple of times, but I've got it wrong in the subsequent laps. It's going to be a 5th place. I mean, it's a fun enough race. A couple of silly errors by me, and my car not liking bumps. Little bit of a problem. Yeah, not the best. Not quite the start I would have liked. I think it's going to be a bit of an average car. We shall have to wait and see, but we're miles off the pace of the top cars. I think I could have gone faster. I think there was scruffy laps by me. Definitely 27 should be definitely doable. However, yeah. Need to do better. We are off to the Estadia circuit for our next race. Oh, we have a nice spot on the grid again. All of these wonderful grid spots are being wasted on a car that I don't think is quite... I mean, I love this track. I don't think we're going to be great here. We'll be alright out of the kind of slow final corners. We'll launch quickly. The Mustang might be... If the Mustang can get its power down, it might be just to turn 1. We will have to wait and see. Oh, the BMW... Oh, the BMW course is all-wheel drive as well. That might be heavier than me, actually. Might be one of the few things that is heavier than mine. Yeah. We shall see. We will try and make as much time as I can in the corners around here, and accept the fact that we are going to be a bit sluggish down the straight. Maybe I should have gone power. Oh, I think I went weight reduction on this. We should have just chucked power at it. Don't know whether it would have worked, but maybe that was the way to go with this. Once it gets going, it's not too bad. It's just it's sluggish. It's sluggish getting going, which is nearly 3,700 pounds. It's not a massive surprise that it's a bit sluggish compared to a lot lighter vehicles. We are to the inside, and we should pass the M5 there. We will get that turn right. The Veloster is definitely one to watch out for. And we'll get the power down nicely coming out this final corner. I can just jump on the throttle and we're away. However, the Veloster is getting its power down now. What point do we start not being too bad in a straight line? 130. I mean, we are slower, but they're not catching us quickly anymore. We will run into turn... Oh, I was hoping the Veloster wasn't going to be able to hold that. We are still side by side with the Hyundai. Try and cut underneath it on the exit. Can't quite do it. No, it's not quite got... We've got good grip. Not quite got enough grip to make that work. Well, we got alongside, just ran out of acceleration. Down here, yeah, once we got to like 140, 150, we're not actually too bad in terms of straight line speed, but you just don't ever use that with these kind of circuits. Ollie made a big mistake through there, which we will make the most of that one. Thank you very much. It's a really easy mistake to make, especially, you know, we've not driven these cars around here before, so you're not ever quite sure what they're going to be able to do and what they're not going to be able to do. But the velocity is just, yeah, too fast accelerating for me. not even going to get a chance to try and defend from it into these first few corners. We'll sit in the slipstream. It won't make the biggest difference in the world, but it's something at least to maybe try and help us a touch. Of course, with everything here being slick tired or slick tired, semi-slick tired, or a lot of them anyway. Oh, and always miss a checkpoint. Veloster's having a terrible time. Yeah, the all-wheel drive's not the most important thing in the world here. It doesn't make a crazy difference. Everything has got traction. I was tempted by a front-wheel drive car as well for this. I was hoping this would be a little faster. I mean, I'm hoping this is a little faster. However, also, I'm aware it was a bit of an experiment. We will try and be neat and tidy here. Definitely not catching the top cars. They are all long gone. We'll just trundle around in fourth, and I hope the M5 doesn't catch us, which I don't think it is. Not sure what car Mute is in sixth, and the Veloster will run out of laps to do anything to recover from a missed checkpoint there. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's nice enough to drive this Levante. Like, I can't really fault it driving wise. It's fairly easy to get it through all these corners. There's a bit of understeer when you push it a bit too hard. Not a big surprise. Very heavy. I don't think Forza Aero would have been a way to go with this. You'd been so bad down the straights. You wouldn't have made up enough time in the corners. Yeah, maybe more power. Sacrifice some of the weight. Focus on the power. Like, that would help the acceleration all too much. You're adjusting. You're not really adjusting your power to weight ratio that much with that. The slick tires would still be good to deal with it if it's a bit heavier, but I don't know. The Veloster's all the way back to fifth again. The Veloster clearly faster than I was. A little bit unlucky. Couple of little mistakes from the Hyundai there. Yeah, I mean we climb on to fourth. Not a bad showing for the big SUV, but it's certainly not up there in terms of the pace of some of these other ones. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably the best. That's really the best we could have hoped for from the Levante. Well, we head into our next race. Fast circuit here, not likely to be a fun. A couple of places around the track. I like the track. Not going to necessarily be great for the Levante, which won't have the power for the straight line speed bits. The new, I think it's I presume it's an electric car. It doesn't look like it's quite so fast in this one. We're certainly not going to match the Ford. We're not going to match the either of the Fords actually, the Falcon or the Mustang, or that Lotus for that matter. Lotus is going to be far too quick. Well, Lotus has found a building to visit, which was not really what it was after. Whoops. We might be the fastest of the all-wheel drive cars, though, which is not quite the accolade I was going for, but everything else will be rear-wheel drive, with the Veloster being front-wheel drive. I presume the XP7 thing, I presume that's all-wheel drive. It's electric. I'm working on the basis that it will be. I can't imagine that it wouldn't. So we're not had a terrible start. The Falcon's had a great start because it's in clean air and everything else is scrapping. The Lotus made a mistake at the start, so the Falcon's going to have a relatively straightforward time. That's a really tough corner to try and get an overtake on. Around there, none of it's quite working. I think we do have a little bit more speed than the car ahead. We've got found something with more understeer than us. We're to the inside. I mean, this is a fast corner here. I know whether I didn't quite realise we were alongside on that one. Yeah, it's not an easy overtaking spot to get right, but we are through. We'll use our all-wheel drive traction here. The Veloster is on the way. Let's hope some other cars. Let's just hope they all fight each other. Let's hope they all fight each other and really slow each other down, because that's about the only hope that we have got. We will, as I said, we're certainly not bad. Not bad, sort of bad handling in this. The Exige is recovering. It's on the outside of about 3 wide back there, and it is clear of the big saloons. Oh no, it's not the M5, sorry, that's the Shelby in there that's sliding around. I saw a blue smudge in the distance, didn't know if it was the Shelby or the Beamer. Either way, that's clear. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be hunted down in the closing laps of this race, and there's not really a huge amount that we can do about it. We shall try. We shall put up as valiant a defence as a Levante can, but we don't have the power. We don't have the pace of the cars behind. The Lotus can have a look around the outside. It's not going to get it done there. It won't really matter. It's just going to outrun us down the hill, I think. It's just got too much straight line speed for me to deal with through there, and it will be passed. And here comes the Shelby. The Shelby might have a little tougher time. Shelby looks like a right handful in the corners, more so than the Lotus. So we might hold on to it through here. Oh, Veloster's got... we're getting bopped around every which way. Veloster's got us now. The Shelby will then have a go up the hill, I would imagine, and will be passed. Like, I can't defend from that. Now, the Shelby wants to go and slow down the Veloster. I would be happy with that turn of events, but it's not going to. Yeah, took a lap. Took a lap, and I could defend from one, but not both. And it wasn't really going to matter. We defended as much as we realistically could against the Shelby and the Veloster. And in the end, they are just too quick. The Veloster's got enough grip just to go around the outside of us. So, yeah, I can't really do much about that one. And then out accelerates us. Oh dear, that's the wall. Bloody hell. We are clear of the rest. It looks like there's a good tussle now going on over 6th. We tried. That was probably our best shot on the podium is essentially that. Is some of the quick cars get stuck in traffic. I mean, maybe on... I don't know what course would actually be. Something that was really stop-starty might give me a slight bit more. But I mean, the Falcon and the Lotus have got so much traction anyway, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, even the most stop-starty kind of a circuit, I don't think would be able to really do much. But the Shelby missed a checkpoint somewhere. I'm going to presume it has tumbled down the order. It's not quite. We get close to the podium again with the circuit racing Levant, but it's not quite enough. Yeah, Shelby missed a checkpoint. We clearly don't have the pace. I tried my very best to defend. It was not enough at all in that one. But we were quicker than the rest of the field. There's very much two groups of cars in this, as you can see by the lap time. There's a top 4, and then there's the rest of us. We are fighting to be the best of the rest. And we're not doing a bad job of that, at least. We are off to the Garden Circuit for our next race. Oh, I am a long way back. That's fine. We will have fun in our... We're essentially the Formula 1.5 battle. That's what we've got. We've got the Formula 1 battle at the front, and then we've got the Formula 1.5 battle, which we are in. We should be pretty good around this track, actually. It should work fairly well for the Maserati. We will. So the M5 is probably the fastest launching thing here, actually. That thing is a rocket off the line, but it is not as good handling as mine. I imagine that would be on its... It doesn't have much PI to play with, the BMW, so I'm going to imagine it's not on great tyres. Oh, we're not quite going to be able to cheese our way through everything. We might be able to cheese our way through most of it in Ghost Mode, almost. It's going to be the Subaru that we've got to try and chase down. Yeah, so the Subaru with a better start than us. The Shelby might not love this track either, to be honest. Might be a little too technical for the muscle car with very little grip. Although it's not, thankfully, well, it is lots of twisty-turny. There's not lots of low speed stuff for the Shelby. So it might not be too bad. He's going to have a look at the... Yeah, that's a horrible corner to try and overtake. Hold it. We're out a little bit wide through all of that. I was out wide through one bit, and that was all manners of shonky by me. We never really got the car recovered properly in all of that. We got bombed through there quite nicely. Okay. Target acquired. Let's go hunting a Subaru. And there is another, I think there's another different Subaru behind us. Then it's followed by a Corsa. Yeah, said front-wheel drive. Actually, not a bad way to go, and certainly the two-wheel drive cars have been the best of the lot. I know I've gone for a little bit of a wacky idea with this one, as I said at the start. It's not quite worked. I don't know whether I've not built it right, whether maybe the Levante wasn't the right car to go for this, or what. It's certainly not quite as quick as I would have hoped, or would have liked, ideally. But there we go. We've got to focus on hunting down and impress. Hey, hello. Here we throw through the final corner. We were committed to that final corner. How fast? Not quite that fast. Quite fast through there, but not all of the speed in the world. We're going to get a bit of understeer. We will avoid the wall, though. We are catching. We've got a couple of laps to do something here. No one's catching the Exige. That's gone. We kind of don't really like it. For us, that's all irrelevant. Yeah, the Shelby's almost fallen back into the Formula 1.5 battle here. Not quite. We are not going to be close enough to look this time around, but that's okay. Sometimes you've got to be a little bit patient. Bide your time. We get a good run down here, but don't really like overtaking down here. This is not a preferred corner for the old overtaking. It's too likely to make mistakes. Oh, Ollie has turned up from a missed checkpoint. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Formula 1.5. You can probably... Actually, if you want to slow down the Subaru, and I can profit and sneak past, that would be slightly cheeky, but if we can do it, I mean, it has almost happened. Subaru was slow off the corner there. It's got itself back on the racing line. Can I carry... not quite enough speed, quite enough grip to get to the inside through there. Not that that's a great overtaking spot either. Down here is, if you're close enough, but I'm not quite at the moment. I mean, the Subaru are actually very evenly matched here. I think we are a smidge faster, but overtaking is difficult. We've not got enough speed to make a pass easily, so we're hoping the Subaru will make a little mistake somewhere. I'm not quite sure where that might come. If it's going to come through this final section, which it does, is a little slide from the Subaru. That's what we wanted. It'll push to the inside for turn 1. Subaru might try and duck underneath. It wanted to. It's not quite got it done. We come out of the first corner with 5th place, which is essentially our lead. We will bomb it through this next part. Yeah, that was... Oh, that was silly there. That was what we needed in terms of setting up a pass. We kind of just followed and waited for a little mistake. And we got it, and then we immediately did the mistake on this lap. I think we might have survived. And the Subaru pushed too hard following and missed a checkpoint as well. Good race. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that one. The Levante don't have to do anything stupid through the final corners. Really, we can just kind of take our time. Oh, and we get 4th because the Shelby missed a checkpoint. It's the We've been gifted a lot of 4th places in this from a variety of cars missing checkpoints. Yeah. I'll take it. Unlucky from the Subaru. That was a good little battle, actually. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that race. The Corsa was quite quick, inconsistent, but could get a half-decent lap time out of it. Down there, 55. Yeah, that was that was good for unlucky for the Subaru at the end there. We are off to the Arch Circuit. Next, I have got a cat who might be meowing his way through this one. He's decided he wants attention. Yeah, I don't know why, but he has decided that he's not got enough today. We will go for 4th again, really. Who could miss a checkpoint and gift me a 4th on the final lap this time around? If not, we will battle for 5th, and we'll probably have to be passing some Subarus. I mean, it helps that we do get a good launch, and we can get past quite a few of these cars. We'll get past the Hyundai. We know it's going to beat us anyway. I mean, it's like, I can fight it a little bit, but it's not really worth it. I think it's got some speed, actually. The P7, whatever. I've forgotten the name of it immediately. I suspect probably not going to be very good in this game because it'll be very difficult to build to a certain class. I kind of like the look of it, though, I have to say. Although it does look quite... Whoa, that's struggling. Oh, no, it'll get stopped. It looks a little bit like the Lucid Air to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just Maybe that's just me. Certainly more from the front. Oh, did I push the Corsa out of the checkpoint? I didn't realise there was a Corsa about to go dive to the inside. I do apologise on that one. I was busy trying not to run into everyone else in front. Right. This is just a mess of cars we've got going on. Just try to pick our way through what's in front of us is actually not all that easy. And now it's going to bugger off anyway. I mean, that will make it easier once the much quicker stuff has gone. So it is... Oh, it's the Lotus that leads by 1,000,000 miles again. The M5 does have the lead, but it won't be for long. The Velocity's about to go make its move. Leopard's run out of speed in that. It's got great acceleration, but hasn't got any top end. We will have a look to the inside. There's a big gaggle of cars going on here. The Nissan is slow out of turn 1. We will try and draw alongside here and maybe have a look on the way in. We will make that one work. And then we will sweep around the outside of stuff. And Ollie found the building. This is currently, technically speaking, the battle for second. It's not going to stay that for long. The Falcon's gone. The Shelby is up into a podium spot as well. If we can get past this quickly and the Velocity gets stuck in traffic, maybe we can get... Maybe it'll be a building that gives us a fourth. Who knows? Two Subarus are fighting at it into the final corner. The Velocity's about to come past us. Oh, God damn it. We weren't quite far enough away. No. Go away, Hyundai. There's a long way around the outside at turn 1. Very big slide for a Subaru. It's about to lose all of its positions in one corner. It got very mugged there. And we will try and follow the Hyundai if we can. Try and make up any sneaky positions that we might be able to here. We'll get to the inside of the M5. The BMW, it has some straight line speed, but it just doesn't have the grip in the corners. As I said, I don't think it has great tyres. I think it's very limited in terms of PI. So that seems to be where it is struggling. Now, we have only got one more lap to go. Will we get... will we be able to find a way past the Subaru? I can say, will we get lucky? Will we find a way past that car? It's got a little bit of a margin, and the Hyundai has cleared it, so it's not going to be slowed down by that. This is a tall order, this one. I don't know. I don't know if we can do it. We'll give it everything we can in the Maserati. Don't be too aggressive over the dirt and the bumps, because we know that suspension cannot really deal with it. We'll dive under brakes for... Very good under brakes there. We've made a huge amount of ground on the Subaru. The problem is that was probably our best passing opportunity. We might be able to get through here somewhere if we can duck underneath it. Oh, Subaru got a wiggle halfway through the corner. On my end, we didn't make contact with that car. I don't know if there might have been a lag bobble on that. It looked like the Subaru got a twitch. If there was some desync, I apologise to the Subaru. Because, yeah, on my end we didn't hit it. I didn't get a single bit of vibration, any information through my controller to tell. It didn't look like we were quite close enough. So yeah, that's if it is a lag collision, that's very annoying and very unfortunate. If it's a slight mistake from the Subaru, it's equally annoying on that one. Well, we will get the Formula 1.5 victory once more with the Levante. It's a pretty solid 5th place car in this one. It is, yeah, the Formula 1.5, it wins that. It's not going to match any of the top cars. They're just seconds faster than we are. So it's kind of essentially pointless for us racing them. But I like it. It was a fun experiment. It wasn't really all that good. Well, no, it was good enough. It wasn't quite as good as it could be. It was worth a try. It was worth a try at the end of the day. And yeah, it was a nice enough vehicle to drive. A little bit understeery, but I can kind of deal with that. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to take part in the next one of these, you can. You can sign up via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.